here at the Dollar Tree for a $1 makeup challenge. Good morning, everyone. It's time for Fab Friday. I'm in a different location. I'm actually here at my salon in Bristol, Virginia, because I've got an 8:45 client, so I'll need to have my makeup done by then. Good morning to my niece, Abby. Thank you for joining. So this morning, I've got something a little different. I went to the Dollar Tree, and I'm forever watching makeup videos myself so that I can teach and share with you guys. And I saw the other day several videos that were Dollar Tree makeup challenges, so I thought, I think I'll do that. There's a new Dollar Tree here in Bristol, and I'd been seeing it as it was built, and I'd always wanted to go in. So I went in and I got $10 worth of makeup, and that's what we're going to be using today. Now, I did not unpackage everything. Everything in the Dollar Tree is literally $1, and I haven't unpackaged everything. It's all still in the packages, so I'll try. I should have taken it out, but I thought it'd be more fun if you could see kind of how things came. Now, the brand that they carry a lot of at the Dollar Tree is called LA Colors, and so each one of these things was $1. So we'll see how they do. And I got everything, including the brushes, from eyeliner, everything, all for $1 each. So I've got let's see, here's one more, $10 worth of things here. So I thought it'd be fun, you know, something a little different to work with these things. And now let's see if I can lay them out. We'll start with, kind of do like we normally do. Here's my receipt. Now this actually says $12. I bought a pair of rubber gloves and something else for my kitchen, so that doesn't count for the makeup. So literally I've got 10 items here. Got a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to cut into all these packages. I hope you all are doing well and that you've had a wonderful week. Good morning, Miss Sherri. Thank you so much for your order. I have it actually in the mailbox ready to go out to you today, so you should be getting it hopefully maybe tomorrow by Monday. Good morning to Miss Pam. Two Pams in a row. All right, now let's see. This is eyebrow pencil with sharpener, and there's two colors here, I believe, or maybe just one. Brown. Two eyebrow pencils and a little sharpener. So I'll try my best. We'll see how this works. It's a little dark, but that's all right. Just one thing that you can do, whenever your pencils are dark, you press really, really lightly, and the color will be a little more pastel. So that's all right. If you press harder, and I'll give you an example. If you press really lightly, you're going to make light strokes, light color strokes, okay? And if you take the same pencil and press hard, you're going to make a darker color. So that's a good tip. Good morning, Catherine. Good to see you yesterday. We were talking about you after you left, how beautiful your hair was and how beautiful you looked. So whenever you have a pencil that's too dark for you, just make lighter strokes. So that way you can make it work. So I'm just filling in my brow. Now, we'll see. I always say I'm going for a natural look, and then I end up just like going crazy with my makeup. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm just going with lighter strokes, just kind of filling in the bare spots. Now, we talk about the eyebrow story, how so many of us kind of tweezed our eyebrows literally to death in the 90s. And I'm one of those people, and I had a few bald spots, and I thought, do I leave the bald spots or do I just tweeze them completely out? And so that's what I've done now, so they're really small. But not going with them too big, just kind of filling in. And that looks better. Is that good? You guys liking that? Good morning to my sister Karen. Good to see you yesterday. Hope you're loving your new hair color. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Robin. All right, so we've got our $1 eyebrow pencils. Not so bad. Good morning, Robin. Now let's see what we'll go for next. Let's do a little bit of eyeshadow. This is a lot of colors. $1. And I'm noticing here I don't need scissors. Well, maybe I do. Kind of peels off the package. Let's see here. How many of you guys hate these packages? They're so hard to get into. All things. I was like, who put these together? They're dangerous to get out of. Okay, got it out. Alrighty, so with this, Color Mates, and this one that I picked out, it said that Garden Party. Garden Party, that's the name. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Christy. So this is the Garden Party, and we'll go ahead and put some eyeshadow on here. I'm not going to do any primers. I do start out on my skin just with some moisturizer and sunscreen for the day. I'm going to go ahead and use the brush that it came with. Now we do know that when we work with sponge brushes, we're going to get a more opaque finish to the color. I already stuck my finger in there. Whoops. Now let's see here. All of these are kind of sparkly, so I'm going to be pretty easy on them. I don't like to put sparkles way up here. I don't mind it down here a little lower. Let's go ahead and start out with, what do you think? We'll start with a lighter color, that very lightest. Okay, not much to it. Those of you just joining me, this is a Dollar Tree challenge. All of the makeup I'm working with came from the Dollar Tree, and they were $1 each, as every item is at the dollar store. All right, so we're seeing right here that pigment, and I can run my finger over it. Not super, super pigmented, not a whole lot there. Got a little bit of color, but not a lot. Okay, so proof with this, you do get what you pay for. But nonetheless, we're going to make it work. Sometimes you might be in a pinch, and you're in a rush, and you have to stop in and pick something up, and we'll see how this works. All right, so just get a little bit of, with eyeshadow, sometimes you don't have to do a lot. Just a little wash of just a sheer sparkle over your lids makes you look like you've done something. At least you've tried. Good morning, Janice. Thank you so much. So you don't have to put a lot, like I said, just a little sparkle on your lids, and then you put your liner and your mascara, you're good to go. Don't think you have to put a lot of things. All right, now let's go ahead and let's do a little bit of this kind of burgundy shade. I like to put a little color. Okay, it seems like to me, no matter what I do, I'm not really seeing it. All right, so I think the eyebrow pencil did okay. This shadow is very, very sheer. So if you're in a pinch and you want a sheer wash of color, this will be your palette. Alrighty, so I think that will be good. Let's see if I can take a little bit more of this and put this above in my crease. I think I bought an eyeshadow brush. We'll try that too. Let's see. No, well, this is a small eyeshadow brush. These are Wet n Wild. How many of you guys like Wet n Wild products? Been using those, right, for a long time. Maybe since we were kids. And these are good for kids just starting out. It's showing up for you? Okay, thank you, Kathy. All right, so here's the Wet n Wild. It says an eyeshadow brush, but actually this is quite firm. And I think this would be a nice concealer brush or a good kind of flat brush for maybe even under the eye. This is not really fluffy enough to do a lot of blending. It's like a little more, you can see there it's really flat and kind of firm. Oh well. All right, let's leave that for now. This is our $1 Wet n Wild. This is a $1 Wet n Wild. I wouldn't mind this if I were using it for like little bits of concealer. Ah, here's another brush I got. Crease brush, that's what I would need. Let's see here. So, as I was saying, I thought that I would do this Dollar Tree makeup challenge. This is nice. I'm quite sure this is vegan. There are no real hairs in this. And I thought it'd be fun to see what we could come up with. The selection was pretty small. They had several eyeshadow palettes, kind of not a whole lot of anything else, but I'm digging the way that looks. And another thing that I got was this. This is loose eyeshadow. Now I'm really digging Good morning, Kelly. Thank you. So all kinds of loose powders. We'll see how this one does. I love to put them over my lips. I thought I couldn't find any glow products, so I thought this would be a good blush and kind of glow product because it looks kind of a little bit sparkly. So I thought we would do that, and then maybe I might pop a little bit of that onto my eyelids too to give a little extra sparkle with that. All right, I'm making kind of a mess here. I'm at my salon here in Bristol, Virginia. I've got an 8:45, so I thought it'd be best if I did my makeup challenge here, and then I'd be ready to go instead of driving on to work. My plumbing problems are still going on. Very minimal use of water going on at my house because any kind of water I use comes back up. The sewer is blocked. So say a prayer that the city can work that out for me, and that they can find where it's blocked. I think it's very close to the road. I don't know. And right now we're still trying to find a plumber to get out there and dig up the yard. So it's kind of a little bit of an ordeal. So we've been doing a lot of things here at the salon. We've been doing laundry, and I've been taking my shower here. But we're making do. It's all good. All right, now let's see here. Next thing, let's go into eyeliner. I haven't done a liquid eyeliner. I usually use a cream-based liner for a cat eye, and this was the kind that they had, so I thought we'd give this a try. I'm going to a music festival this weekend with Anthony. Hopefully this will be good and long wearing because I don't guess I'll get a shower until Sunday night when we come home. Let's see here. Tiny. It says a fine tip. That is a very fine tip. All right, so we're going to go very close. Oh gosh, I hope I put that in the right place. That's the thing with liquid liners. I mean, that just one touch and man, they're there. Okay. All right, pretty good. Thank you, Sherri. And happy Mother's Day to you too. We did our Mother's Day yesterday. My mother and my sister, and then had Amy Lauren, my daughter, and one of my grandchildren. And we had a little working lunch celebration yesterday. That was very nice. All right, so pretty good. I can feel it's a little bit sticky. It goes on very wet, and then it's one of those things when it goes on wet and it begins to dry, you can kind of feel it getting crinkly. But you know, I think if you were doing something where you were doing maybe something artistic and you needed a tiny, fine, dark line, this would work well. Now let's see, let me do a little demonstration here on my hand. Tiny, fine line. Pretty good. You can make little tiny lines. We'll see how it wears and if it seems to be waterproof, but I can kind of see it getting a little crinkly there in my, it's getting crinkly in the wrinklies. Oh well, so much for a Dollar Tree challenge. Not bad. Not bad if you're in a pinch and you needed a liquid liner. It does, it kind of dries a little shiny and crinkly. Anyway, there you go. There's our liner. Next, we've got our Dollar Tree mascara. We'll see how lash building this is. Lengthen and extend lashes and more volume. Thank you, Kathy. Good morning to Carla. I see you on here. It was such a joy working with your beautiful daughter for her prom. Let's see here. Just a little tiny guy. This might be good for travel. Little tiny. All right. Whenever you're putting your mascara on, start real close to the base of your lash. I like to kind of get to the base and then close my eye and push up. So when you do that and you're right there close and you close your eye and push up, what that does is it kind of curls your lashes. So that helps to kind of lengthen them. Whoops, a little dot right there. Not bad. not like a really thickening mascara. Again, I think all of these products, I think these products would be fabulous for a little tween that's just starting out doing makeup, because you don't want them to have it real heavy. Really, none of us need to wear heavy makeup. Let's say a tween, just starting out, you don't want to spend a lot of money. Now, some of what goes into the price of makeup is in the packaging. I mean, you get something Chanel or Dior, the packaging is fabulous. And that's part of the experience. So you are paying for that. But there is also a difference in the formulas. Now, I don't think you always have to spend all the way to the complete high end, but you can tell a difference between super high end and super low end. Probably like everything, somewhere in the middle, kind of a perfect balance is the best. I would recommend that. The high-end stuff I think is good if you want to have, something really special. If you've got a special occasion and you really want to feel super special. But I know I've in the past I've splurged for some of those compacts. Super, super nice things. And I do enjoy the packaging, but the product itself wasn't that much better. Not 2 or 3 times better when the price point is 2 or 3 times better. But I think this mascara would be good for, like I said, someone just starting out and you want a real natural look. Because I keep going back over and over and it's still kind of a natural look. Not bad. Doesn't smell bad. Sometimes mascara is real strong. Good morning, Derek. Yes, you spent a lot of time in our house, didn't you? Your second teenage mom. All right, let's see here. Here's the mascara, done with that. Now, I don't think there's any fallout here. There wasn't hardly enough pigment to do anything. Let's try our foundation now. This LA Colors Liquid Makeup. And let's see how this works. Okay, it's a little pump. So, all these things, $1, and what you're doing is they're each costing $1, and the amounts are very small. So they kind of make up for that. So anytime, maybe to put in your bag just for a little touch-up, I actually think this wouldn't be bad. But we'll see how it covers. I don't know, I don't have to shake it. It's kind of vacuum sealed. There we go. We'll squirt out a little bit. Now, there was only just like a couple colors. This one's called True Beige. I don't know how it's going to look. It actually looks pretty light. So I think what I'm going to do is going to try to maybe just use it more like for a little bit of concealer. It feels kind of like a gel. Very slippery. Not a whole lot of coverage. Let's go back and let's see here. I don't mind. Let's see. Okay. It feels more like a moisturizer than a foundation. It's not really getting that much coverage. Maybe give just a sheer bit. Again, I think I would recommend any of these products for a tween, just starting out, and they want to put makeup on, but you don't want them to have a lot of makeup. I think this would work just fine for that. And they don't have to have a lot of money in it either. Alright, so I've put that on, and I don't really see anything there. Let's put a second coat. Whenever you're dealing with foundations, most of them, they're buildable, and you can put more than one coat on. So if the coverage is a little too sheer for you, you can go back and put a second coat on. So you can allow that one to dry. Now you can, if you want more coverage, you can even do a light coating of powder and then put a second coating on top of that. Alright, so this is where I have a little bit of redness. So I'm just using my fingers to kind of pat that in and smooth it out. To be honest, the fragrance is good. There is fragrance in there. But when I brush it out, it doesn't really look like I have anything on. So this is definitely going to be a sheer foundation day. But you know, I think that's good sometimes, just to let your own face shine through and not look like you have like a heavy mask on. Do you guys agree with me? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I see some younger girls and I can tell they've really tried hard to do a good job on their makeup. But when I look at it, I think, like for example, right here, this line right here is very harsh. I can tell they haven't blended it good. And then their foundation looks so heavy. You can see a line and it looks so super heavy. You're like, what's under there? You know, what is there? What does their skin look like? So sometimes I really think that it's better to have a more sheer coverage and allow some of your flaws to show. This is my personal preference. It's better to do that than to have a super heavy mask and not see any of your own skin breathing through. Does that make sense? You love a sheer foundation too, Chandra? You agree with me. And wishing you well. I know you did well with your surgery, Chandra. Everyone give her a good prayer for speedy recovery. So I'm glad you're doing well. Now let's see here. Wet n Wild. We've got, this is a contour brush. Now I didn't see really any contour products there that I think of, but we're going with a sheer look, so that's okay. I actually like this brush. It's super soft. It's a contour shape. I like, whenever I'm doing my blush, I like for it to have that angled shape to it. So I'm happy about that. Now I decided to go with this shimmering eyeshadow, remember? Love you too, girl. Now let's see how this works. I think it has, oh, it's got a little brush. How cute is that? So this is a powdered shadow, but it comes out and he's got a little brush here. So I said I was going to put a little bit of that on my eyelid. Now I'll say this brush is hard and scratchy. Do not like that. That is not soft on the eyes at all. But I do love a little bit of pink color. Something about when you go back, and I've talked about this before, when you go back and put some pink right up above your crease line, it just gives a beautiful glow to your eyes. So I'm going to go back, put that on, scrub that on with a hard brush, and then go back. This brush is great. Okay, so 2 finds that we've had with our Dollar Tree challenge. These brushes, these Wet n Wild brushes, $1 each. This is an amazing kind of blending brush when you're blending your shadows, and this is not bad at all for a blush brush and contouring. And this one not bad at all either if you're wanting to use this maybe for like concealing, anytime you need kind of a firm brush. Okay, so this one only for sheer coverage. This if you want a tiny, tiny fine line. The eyebrow pencil didn't do too bad. I don't want to give it a very hard rub because I don't want it to come off. The challenge will be how it lasts through the day and if any comes off, right? You're heading to the Dollar Tree now to look for these goodies. All right, well, let's see. I was wondering if this would come off, but it doesn't because I want to get a little more of this color. I'm going to see if any of that comes out into the lid. A little bit does, because I'm going to see if I can dip down into here and use this on my cheeks. Yeah, that works. All right, pretty pink, but let's see if we can keep blending. So what I wanted to do was use this as kind of cheek color and my highlighter, because I could tell it had sparkles in it, and then that would, or like it kind of like, yeah, that's definitely giving a glow. Little too much right there on the very, very cheek part. Let's see if we can buff that out with the fingers, but not bad. I'm digging it for the glow part. All right, we'll see if it settles in. Right now it's looking a little bit clownish. I know when I was a teenager and trying out makeup for the first time myself, I tended to be very heavy-handed with the blush. Back in the 70s, if you could see that line of blush there, oh, it was perfect. I remember, was that the name of that blush? Was it Aziza? I think it was called Aziza. And I had that blush, I had that on with that perfect line. You could really see it. And I went out and got in the car, and my dad's like, no way, you need to wash that off. You look like a clown. It was too heavy. That's what that's reminding me of. But actually, I just put it on a little too heavy, but that's not bad. It's definitely giving me the glow. Today is a glow day. All right, mascara, not bad. Let's see. It's nice and soft. To be honest, you know, it gives me some length and definition, and I don't even feel like I have anything on my lashes. Feels completely just like regular lashes. You know, sometimes I use that L'Oreal one, and my lashes are super long, super thick, but then they feel kind of hard and crunchy. I don't like that feeling. So this is very, very natural feeling. Now let's see here. I'm having a hard time getting into this. This is a lip duo, and I chose this because I thought it would be fun. There's a lipstick and a lip gloss. Now, and the color is called Eternal Flame. This is very red. Is that my client? Coming early? Good morning, Nathan. Nathan Mays, a famous photographer. He's my first client at 8:45. He's 15 minutes early, but we're almost done with our demo. You can come on in and have a seat. You've seen me do makeup many times, just not on myself. So Nathan and I pair up together for headshots. And if you can check out my Instagram, I posted some really nice ones this weekend, or this week. And anytime you want to have a professional headshot done or a pageant headshot, we are your team. All right, now let's see here. Here's the duo. Lipstick on one end, lip gloss on the other. No liner. I didn't pick up a liner. You know what? I'm thinking what we'll do. Rather than having this be real hard, I'm going to use this more like a lip stain, because we're kind of going with that sheer glowy look. So not worrying with having a hard line. I'm not lining the lips, and I'm not pressing really hard. Just getting a little bit of lip color, and then using my finger to kind of buff that out. Okay, so that is giving some color to the lips. For some reason, as we get older, we lose our color. We just begin to fade out. Our eyes get lighter, which isn't that bad, because sometimes, you know, the lighter eyes look prettier. But our lips fade out, our skin fades out. We just absolutely just about fade away to nothing. So if you want to have a little color to your lips, you can put your lipstick on and then just kind of buff that out. And what that does is kind of gives me like a lip stain. So it gives me lip color without really looking like I have a lot of lipstick on. So I don't mind that look at all. It's definitely a different look than having like an overly lined, heavy liquid lip. So it's all about changes. You don't have to do the same thing every day. And so I'm hoping that with these videos, you are learning some new tips and tricks, and it encourages you to have more fun with your makeup. There's Amber. She just joined in. All right, so now we're going back with the lip gloss. This smells nice. Smells kind of like bubble gum. And just put a lip gloss on there. So I don't think this will be a long wear lip, a long wear look. Anytime you put gloss on, it makes your lip color not last long. But glossier lips give you a more youthful look, I think, that more glowy, the look of youth, something that a young person would have. So if you want a younger look, put on a little lip stain, a little lip gloss, kind of rub your lips together, and that's good. So what do you guys think? This is the Dollar Tree Challenge makeup. Are you guys liking the look? I don't think it's that bad. It's very natural, got a lot of glow. The pink kind of settled in. Catherine says, your blush will last till Sunday. We'll see. I did go really, really heavy there on that cheek, and that is not going anywhere. But we'll give it a challenge. At least today when I do my drawing, it will be after lunch. So everyone who likes the video, shares the video, or makes a comment. I write your names down, cut them up, put those pieces of paper, and I will draw one lucky winner out to win one of my makeup palettes. And next week I'm going to do an in-depth tutorial on my makeup palette and the benefits of that. So we're going to switch directions next week, and we're going to be talking about Sherri's magnetic makeup palettes. Okay? So everyone who gets entered into the contest today, likes, shares, or comments on the video, you'll be entered into the drawing for one of my magnetic palettes. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Kelly. That's so sweet. I hope you learned a little bit of something. If you're looking to add to your brushes, I think these Wet n Wild brushes are good. This lip color, I can feel it on my lips. This maybe has a little bit of lip plumping ingredients. Sometimes they give a little tingle. Can't wait to see the verdict. Yep, we'll see how good this looks after lunch. If my cheeks are still there, I'm quite sure the lip color will be gone. But anyway, we'll give it the challenge and we'll see how it lasts. I think we covered everything. That was all of my 10 items from my Dollar Tree challenge. I will see you all after lunch today for the drawing, and then we'll be back here next Friday for another Fab Friday where we're going to talk about the magnetic palette. You all have a great weekend. I'll see you later. Bye.